Who is the lone gunman? What is the lone gunman theory in U.S. history? Why does this theory even exist in our society? Well, I will tell you, it's the theory that lone wolves or isolated loners commit political assassinations in this country's history. Why do I think people believe in the lone gunman theory? Well, I think people that believe in it are naive, or they do not want to do the painful job of thinking in America. If you want the information on conspiracies, you can go into any public library in this nation and get all the information for free when it comes to political assassination conspiracies. If you're willing to take the time and do the research, all the info is out there for free. When you look at political assassinations in the history of this nation, there is always evidence that leads to conspiracy. What, do you believe that isolated mentally ill people go around and kill politicians or public officials? I seriously doubt it. When you look at political assassinations, especially in the last 100 years in this nation, almost all the supposed accused assassins have a connection to government intelligence agencies because they were usually an informant, or they could be easily set up either way to take the fall for people higher up in society that were actually in on these plots. The theory of Occam's razor is a farce. It's a simplistic theory. The world is a lot more complex than that, especially when it comes to this. The world is not black and white when it comes to these kinds of things. It's just a lot more complicated than that. From the 1990s TV show The X-Files on Fox to movie political assassinations thrillers such as the 1970s thrillers of Executive Action, The Parallax View, 3 Days of the Condor, The Marathon Man, and Capricorn 1, the U.S. popular culture has always had a focus on political murders. The film JFK was one of the best, in my opinion. In other words, conspiracies are very real in our society, and that is one reason why they're focused on heavily since the 70s in American cinematic and other forms of popular culture in our nation. What would even be the chances that every politician known to man was killed by some lone nut? I seriously doubt it. A bad man always killed your hero. I seriously doubt that too. Then a government commission comes into existence or comes along and tells you that some crazy person killed your leader. I will always doubt it. The world doesn't work that way. People need to think and look at evidence. When you do this, you will see the patterns in the evidence and in history, and you will realize that the lone gunman theory of political murders is a farce and a fallacy in general. The entire way of thinking in this area is fallacy. It's just not the way the world basically operates. So, do you still believe in magic bullets? Once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. Please make a note that my next video is going to be on Ayn Rand versus Taylor Caldwell and which one came up with better concepts in their novels. If you're into either one of these writers, I think you will absolutely love the next video. I will see you in the next video. It's free to subscribe.